Hi, my name is Frederick. I'm co-founder of Zapdeck, and today I will show you a new feature which is called Plan Mode. With Plan Mode, you don't jump straight into designing slides. Instead, you first build the structure of your presentation and decide what the content of each slide should be. Spending a few minutes on the outline usually leads to much better slides. Here is a blank presentation. To open Plan Mode, click the plus button in the bottom right and then select Plan Mode. Now you can simply tell the assistant what presentation you want to create. Let's use a consulting example. Imagine you're working on a strategy project and need to prepare a board presentation. The partner has already met with the client and sent you an email with the key topics of the board meeting. I'll give the assistant a quick summary first, and then I'll paste the partner's email. Perfect. We've entered the instructions and pasted in the partner's email. Now I'll click the blue button to send the message. And now the assistant will analyze the message and come back with a few follow-up questions that help me determine the structure of the presentation. First, you can see that the assistant noticed that the email mentions interview notes. It's asking if we can provide those as well. Second, it's asking for a bit more background information, for example, the client's name, how many slides we want to create, and what language the presentation should be in. It's also asking about the specific decisions that should be made in the board meeting. On a real consulting project, we would enter the information we already have. For now, I'll just say that we don't have any details yet. To answer the questions, you can simply enter the question number followed by a short answer. Okay, I've answered all the questions briefly. And for question 1, I said that I'd attach the interview notes, so I'll just drag the PDF files into the chat and drop them here. You can upload different file types, including PDF, Excel files, CSV, or screenshots. Once everything is uploaded, I'll click the blue button again to send the message. After a few seconds, the assistant has processed all the information that we provided, and based on that, it has created an outline with 12 slides, just as we requested. And for each slide, you can see the title in white and a short description in turquoise. This isn't the final slide content yet, it's just a short description to help you understand what each slide is about. On the right side, the assistant also explains why it has structured the outline this way. At this point, you can edit the slide titles or descriptions. You can reorder the slides. Delete slides or add new ones until the outline reflects what you want to say in the presentation. You can also ask the assistant to make changes. For example, you could say, there are several chapter opener slides. Please remove them to keep the presentation short. Just send this message and the assistant will update the outline for you. Great, the 2 slides have been removed. We're down to just 9 slides. Now I'll go back to the assistant and simply ask it to generate the slide scripts. Now we have the complete script for the presentation. For each slide, you can see the full content that will go on it. And at this stage, you can go through the script, read everything, and check that the content and key messages are correct. I find this really useful because it lets me focus on the content first. You can edit the script at any time, either manually or by asking the assistant to add specific points, make something more detailed, or make the script longer or shorter. For example, here on the last slide, which shows the decisions that need to be made in the meeting, I find this a bit too much text, so I will ask the assistant to shorten the script for this slide. First, I select this section, and then I enter my request here in the assistant. Great, the script for slide 9 is shorter now, and once you're happy with the script, you can click Design All Slides here in the chat, or if you don't see this option, you can simply ask the assistant to design the slides. So here are the slide drafts. They've been created in our company template and are based on the script that we've developed in plan mode. And from here, you can keep editing the slides just like you normally would. You can ask the assistant to suggest a different layout or make changes to the existing design. For example, let's ask the AI to shorten the text on this slide and use images instead of icons. So here we have the same slide, but with less text and a more visual layout. If you don't like the changes, you can always revert them by opening here the version history of the slide, and then you can restore the previous version. The images can, of course, come from your own image library. We can easily connect it with Zapdeck to make them available for your presentations. Additionally, you also still have access to the script at any time. You can easily open it by clicking here on Show Script, and then you can change the content, for example, remove some of the bullet points. And then you can update the slide by clicking up here on the blue button. Once you're happy with your presentation, you can simply download it as a PowerPoint file by clicking up here on the download button, and then continue editing it there if you like to. Thanks for watching and checking out our latest update. If you have any feature requests or questions, please don't hesitate to reach out at any time. We're always happy to receive your feedback and will respond as quickly as possible. You will find our contact details on our website. Thanks again and see you next time.